I'm gonna go set up over there.
Should work now, yeah. Testing, 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2. This is microphone test 1, 2. 1, 2. This is microphone test 1, 2. Game will start shortly. Test 1, 2.
Test.
I don't think it's the mic. I think it's loud. It's getting really freaking hot. Testing 1, 2. Testing. Okay, so it's not hiding.
Defender is a freshman from Kronstadt, Sweden, number 4, Saga Zhantov. Midfielder is a grad student from Stockholm, Sweden, number 4, Isabel Nystrom. Midfielder is a junior from Toronto, Canada, number 8, Krishna Pulin. Coaches and spectators. Your request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner, using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or repeating remarkable language or actions with officials, opponents, respecting and for institutional conference administrators are not to be tolerated and will not be approved for purposes. Thank you and enjoy tonight's match.
And we are back at the University of Tampa, Pevin Stadium, Lynn soccer, ready to get underway. I'm Taylor Story, and we do have things up and running. This entire soccer broadcast setup has just been very hard to work with, so we please hope you bear with us. And tonight, hopefully we'll have a relatively problem-free stream. I'm Taylor Story, and it's the Tampa Spartans taking on the Lynn Fighting Knights. I just came from an exciting volleyball game where Tampa came back to win in 5 after only 2 up. They went 2 down, converted a 15-10 victory to go 19-2 for the season. Now the Spartans are playing in a do-or-die game. It's the final home game of the season for your Tampa Spartans. The only other time we'll have a homestead, well, it'll potentially be in the conference playoff if we face the 6th seed or a lower seed should we qualify, and even that is not going to be a guarantee. We have a long road to go. 6-6-2 is the Spartans' record as they're ready to take this kickoff. Meanwhile, Lynn enters this game 5-7. Lynn has 6 points in conference play this season. 9 points in conference play. Tampa has 8, Barry has 10, and we are now officially underway. That's going to go out, and Tampa gets a quick corner. And I know the crowd will be excited at the Spartans' strong start. So now, Spartans on a corner kick. So hopefully this will let me be a little quieter, just increasing the volume a little bit. Tampa, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, wearing white jerseys today, as this one's headed back outside the box. That's a rough tackle, but they're going to play on, and Lynn regains possession. They're wearing all blue. It's funny because Lynn was wearing white with their blue liberos for volleyball, so that's a completely different look for them on the road, as this one's cleared all the way back to the fence. Of course, the top 6 teams make the Sunshine State Conference playoff, and Tampa is currently 7th in the division, so they are going to want to jump Lynn here. They've got the opportunity to do just that. By the way, Tampa men's soccer is currently tied on the road at Lynn. They're also looking to secure a Sunshine State Conference playoff spot. A strong end of season for them. You could also potentially see them have a couple more home field advantage of games. Now this one brought out to Dilla for Cod. Good defense, and it'll be cleared away from the box and hit off of a Lynn defender for a throw. Quickly, I'll go over Lynn's lineup as they are ready on defense. Grace Skidry, Saga Jontoff, Isabel Nystrom, Brigitte Pullins, Amanda Jansen, Aniana Sanko, Addison Crone, Sophia Hanses, Kyla Gill, Kayla Bradby, Hannah Harvick Huster in goal. As this one's cleared away, Spartans really finding some dangerous opportunities early, and this one's going to be cleared away. All the way back to Megan Hessel, in the Spartans' net. Carlo, McCarthy, Quinn, DeLaFurcade, Hostage, Steigerwald, Armas, McAlone, Kirkpatrick, and Schrader are your starting Spartans for tonight. And this one's going to go over to the midfield. Schrader loses it, and now Lynn back on the attack. This one played through, and this one will be safely cleared away by, it looks like, Farholm up to Catherine Hostage. And Hostage knows a thing or two about getting on the goal sheet. Will pass it out wide here to DeLaFurcade on the left wing. DeLaFurcade backs out as she gets dispossessed. This one sent up and out of play. Spartans get a dangerous throw-in up on their attacking half of the field. This one intercepted down the line by Hansis, it looks like. This one's now sent up. It was intended for Sanko. Couldn't find its target. Good play by Quinn Knapp. Spartans keeping the pressure on. And now Catherine Hostage just gets dispossessed. We thought she almost had the interception. And this will go out for a Lynn throw-in. The Fighting Knights now regain possession. Lynn is hoping to utilize this good momentum. They're coming off a 3-0 win against Palm Beach on the road. Their final regular season conference game will be against St. Leo, and they'll be on the road on the 25th. They then have a cross-conference battle before a spot in the Sunshine State Conference playoff in the middle of the next week. Not this upcoming one, the next one. The 31st will be the first round with the 3, 6, 4, and 5 seeds. Tampa, meanwhile, they're coming off a defeat to Florida Southern, as this one finds DeLaFurcade in the box, just a step in front. That would have been a very dangerous opportunity on goal, and it's a goal kick for Lynn. Tampa's final games of the season are against Eckerd and Florida Tech on the road. So this will be the final time we get to see the Spartans at home. They brought out the pink uniforms. It's always great to see here for October. Brought to the midfield. Here's Lynn. Played all the way back to Quinn Knapp. She's going to get it up, but good read in the midfield there by Lynn. And the Spartans are back on top of it. For the Spartans, this is a must-win game. It would put them in a playoff position in front of Lynn. They also, of course, have Barry to worry about. Barry's final few games will similarly help determine the Spartans' fate. The dream for the Spartans would be to win out and get up to the most amount of points they can to potentially have a home game for the Sunshine State Conference playoff. This one is skied over for a goal kick. Of course, that's always easier said than done. Tampa could very likely do well against Eckerd, who are one of the bottom teams in the division. But Florida Tech is a team that's also in the playoff hunt. So you can never say a win is guaranteed, especially when the Spartan side just hasn't found a lot of good road success, being only 1-5 there on the year. While at home, they've been a little more consistent. So they're going to certainly need the 3 points to try to secure them a chance at the postseason. Here's the throw-in for the Fighting Knights. They fought well against one of the best volleyball teams in the country in our Tampa Spartans, forcing a 5-set finish. The Spartans would ultimately win. If you missed that game, you can always take a look on Sunshine State Conference TV. And also, you can try to check in live with our men's soccer team that are on the road against Lynn as well. Similarly, for Lynn's fans, you'll probably be watching there as well. Now at the edge of the box, Spartans do a great job of intercepting, and it's cleared out for throw-in. The Fighting Knights regain possession. Cool temperatures here, and we're currently 37:55 to go in the first half. It's been back and forth. Tampa's had a few attacks and an early corner, but I think Lynn has also been a little better at controlling possession. They've been looking to work a few attacks. Nothing's worked yet, but maybe this will now work as the Spartans get it in dangerous territory. This one's just going to be kicked all the way back to the goalie, and Hostage is going to immediately apply some pressure. Here's Lynn. It's played through and picked up by the corner flag. And it is a corner kick for the Spartans. That'll be great news for them as they get a chance to try to take the early lead. Spartans 2-3-2 in conference play, which is a little surprising when you take a look at their 6-6-2 record on the year. Outside of the conference, they've had an incredible season. This one at the far post and headed away. Good attempt by Carlo. Corner or goal kick for Lynn. So Lynn now with the opportunity to bring it up. Spartans playing with 4-2-3-1 tonight. 3 attacking midfielders. Hostage is the lone striker. And this one's going to fall all the way back, and the Spartans able to now clear it over to the side. Throw in here for Lynn, and they're going to play it back over to the defense. Good pressure from the Spartans, but the Fighting Knights will hold on to possession. This one played through and could be dangerous. But thankfully for the Spartans, this will just go out of play. Good effort to get on top of it by Sanko. She just is a step behind. Sanko's had a solid season. The leading goal scorer for Lynn with 6 goals and 2 assists on the year. I'd say she's our version of Catherine Hostage. A great goal scorer, and with those 2 assists, she can also create for her teammates as well. Definitely one to watch for in the blue and white. Also, fun similarity for Hostage, both wear the number 10 and play in the 9 position. Hessel just got a little under it there, trying to clear it away. This one played through on goal. Hessel with an incredible play to go up and get it. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Spartans. Good pressure from the Fighting Knights, but the Spartans will get it now on the attack, and it falls back to Lynn's back line. Good interception by De La Fourcade. Great heads-up play in the midfield to cut that pass. And now, Spartans don't have the numbers advantage, but this cross could be dangerous. Headed outside. Looks like Schrader with a shot. What a goal! The Spartans taking 1-0 lead. Sophie Schrader take a bow. The Spartans saved an incredible one-on-one chance and now are able to get a goal in the back of the net. What a play. That was a long shot, and I wish I could pull up a replay. I apologize that I can't. But wow. Sometimes you have to lick the stamp and send it, as Formula One driver Daniel Ricciardo puts it. The stamp was licked, and it reached the mailbox. Beautiful goal. I'd say one of the best ones we've seen for women's soccer all season. And by the way, I made that reference because Formula One's in the States this weekend with the U.S. Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas. And here's the pressure from the Spartans midfield once again. A 1-goal lead is good, but they'd like more, especially since Lynn is going to want to turn that 1-0 lead into a 1-1 game. Played back to the midfield, and Lynn will hold possession just for now. Crone in defensive midfield, sent it back to her teammates, but they've lost it, and Tampa on the counterattack. played through. Will it find a Spartan? No. It's going to go all the way back to Harbich Custer. And honestly, I don't think you can blame Harbich Custer for not being able to save that Schrader shot. That was an incredible long-range effort. The Spartans putting some pressure on. Good tackle there by Hostage. And it will fall back to the Spartans, but they're going to call a foul a little too rough on the play from Catherine Hostage. And that's a free kick. And there's, I think, a verbal warning as well. Just making sure things don't get too heated. This one's played up. Knapp, a good clearance. It's going to be sent out wide, I believe, to McAlone on that right wing. Kept alive. Good play by the sideline. Even though it's going to fall back to Lynn, it means they're going to have to work all the way back up instead of having a strong position for a throw-in. Even though you don't always see a lot of big throw-ins into the box at this level, it still gives a good opportunity. And that's what you want to avoid if you're the Spartans with this 1-0 lead. The previous goal by Schrader was her 5th this season. She's 2nd in total goal contributions, and now tied with McAlone, and also 2 behind Hostage in the goals total. Now here's Lynn. They try their own effort outside the box, and that's going to sail harmlessly over. But it's going to be a free kick, foul on the play, and dangerous spot right here. It's going to be up to Megan Hessel. Lynn might be taking this short here. And actually, I apologize. It deflected off a Spartan, so it's a corner kick, not a goal kick. The reason I was convinced it was a free kick before, it didn't look like it hit a Spartan, but I've honestly got a trillion-mile away bird's eye view, so that's why you let the referees do a lot of the work in determining those. They take it short, they get it into the box, and it's going to be a goal kick. Minutes to go in the first half. That opening goal was huge for the Spartans. It lets them dictate play. I know for some of the Spartans this could be a bit bittersweet. Very likely going to be the final time they play at home for their Spartan career. We've already had senior night. But still, farewells can always be difficult. We do hope we get a Sunshine State Conference or even potentially an NCAA tournament game here, but that will probably be hard, given that our team will likely be entering the playoffs as underdogs should we find a way to make it. A win here would certainly help us to do so. We'd like to have revenge after last year's early exit from the Sunshine State Conference playoff and fight for a chance to get to the dance, and this one will be a corner kick off a Spartans defender. Of course, Lynn, they're hoping for the same, and they've got one less game before wrapping up their season. And also, of course, more sports to be excited for. Good friend and colleague Jack Ike, ready for the upcoming basketball season. For men and women's basketball, our defending conference champions looking to repeat. Make sure you stay tuned for action there during the year, as the volleyball and soccer seasons will be reaching the postseason. Lynn takes it short and now whips it in near post. Good recovery from the Spartans defense. They're going to get out of the box for now. This one's going to fall all the way back to Grace Guidry. Now played to the back line. Good pressure from McAlone. Played over, just missed the pass, but a good effort there from, I believe, Hansis. Sorry, it was actually Kyler Gill. The 8 looked like a 6 for the second. can always be a little confusing, even with more visible numbers from the distance. Quinn Knapp is going to clear that through ball. Good effort to get back on defense, but even better effort on the tackle by Jansen. However, that is called a foul. Free kick for the Spartans. They're going to be able to get it back up past midfield. Two Spartan subs will get ready to come into the game. We'll give you the update on who they are. The change is made. Beautiful night here in Tampa. Nice and warm. Honestly, not that chilly. We've had a recent cold front come through. And tonight the weather has given us a little bit of a reprieve. Throw in for Lynn. I come from the Northeast, and I'm always used to the cool winter temperatures, so I can always feel a little bit better when temperatures dip below 60 degrees here in Florida. When we get a really, really cold front. Even me, sometimes I'll need to put on some sweatpants or a long sleeve shirt to deal with the conditions. Now, free kick here for the Spartans. This one played all the way back to Carlo. Finds Armas on the wing. Armas, great through ball. Just goes a little too far. Picked up by Harvich Custer. Custer clears it up. Good interception in the midfield, a rushing header. This will play through to Hostage. And gets by the goalie, but a goal line clearance. And pointing to the spot, that's a penalty. Got a feel for Custer. I actually think a penalty could be a little harsh on that play. She's also staying down after that impact. She had to run out and try to get in front of the ball, and Hostage was brilliant in playing it through. The senior from Rio de Janeiro, hopefully she's okay. Both sides will be able to take a quick breather as she's getting checked on. Spartans now will have a penalty kick to try to go up by 2. .22 to go here in the first half. By the way, Sophie Schrader's goal was unassisted. And as I mentioned earlier, 5 goals in the season. And by the way, some really good news, I think, over from Lynn's side.
That's it for the injured link.
Anna seems to be ready to continue, but that's definitely not a nice impact on the match. It looks like she will remain in the game, and now she's going to have to deal with a very dangerous penalty kick for this most recent foul in the box. No card on the play either, just the PK. There's a time during a men's game where there was a foul that I think led to a PK and I think should have constituted a card as well, but certainly here, this time, just the PK. That one. Spartans could go up by 2 early. But again, with Lynn, seeing what they did with their volleyball team, a 2-0 lead is rather dangerous. Looks like McAlone or Schrader is going to be on top of it. I think it's Schrader. And right on the right side, Custer took a gamble down the middle. Couldn't get to it. It's a 2-goal lead for your Tampa Spartans. We'll wait on the official confirmation of that goal, but I am 99% sure it was Sophie Schrader's 6th of the season and 2nd of the night. Yes, indeed. 8 minutes, 2 goals. What a start for the Spartan attacker. We're back underway. A 2-goal lead for the Spartans just off that penalty kick. And it's going to be a Lynn corners. This one's headed our way by a Spartan. That was just the 3rd penalty kick of the year for the Tampa Spartans. They've converted all 3. Lynn really likes that short corner, and it's actually going to now be a Spartan goal kick. Good defense. Here come the first 2 substitutes of the Spartans.
Number 23, Gabby Dazatel, replacing Lynn Knapp. Number 33, Lynn Sorotsky, replacing number 15, Brooke Steigerwald.
Steigerwald and Knapp will come out. I actually will mention that. I think I called Knapp McCarthy once or twice. Either way, great start for Quinn Knapp, and she'll take a breather. One of the players coming in will be Gabby Desautel. She actually started on the bench tonight, which is pretty rare for the Spartans. She's been great at the left back position all year, and now we'll have an extra 20 minutes of rest and energy to help the Spartans maintain and potentially even expand their 2-goal lead. Sorotsky also enters the game for the Spartans. Number 33 from Norway. This one's intercepted. Played through to McAlone. Played over. I think this is Schrader. Inside the box. Great blocking defense. McAlone on the right side. Chipped in. Off the crossbar. Falls to Hostage. Just goes out. And that will be a foul on Hostage. Free kick. Lynn. Another Lynn player down on that. Great effort defending by the Fighting Knights. Now here's the goal kick. Yeah. It's always tough because there's just people that don't show up. Actually, here they Thank you so much. Now throwing for the Spartans, and they've regained possession in the midfield. Good work by Carlholm to bring it up. This one intercepted by Lynn. And oof, that's a rough foul. Free kick for the Spartans. Aaron McCarthy will take it. A chance for the Spartans to try to go up by 3. The senior previously from Lipscomb, ready to take it. Also have Desautel close. I wonder if McCarthy decides, hey, let me just kick it forward. Well, it goes forward into the box. Headed, right onto goal, but cleared away. Harlem tried a long shot, and a couple of good ideas, but just goes back for a goal kick. And I definitely think that Harvich Custer is still struggling with that injury from the earlier foul.
Substitution. Number 22 is Lori Brampton. Replacing number 5 is Isabel Maestro.
I don't know how.
And here's a goal kick. This one's going to be kept alive to Della for Todd. Good clearance, and they're actually going to give a foul. I think they're going to call handball on the play. No, it's actually a foul on the Spartans. And it's going to be a free kick for Lynn. But tough to tell with the whistle being blown at that time. Looked like Lynn, I think, was just getting possession. This one's going to go and out of play, throwing for the Spartans. Tallery Crafton has recently come into the game for the Fighting Knights. She replaces Isabella Nystra. 20:50 to go in the first half. This one played through. Sent through to the midfield. Lynn, a good attack here. Played across. Incredible defense there by Desautels. Long shot. Good effort from Hessel, but it just sailed high, so she didn't need to make the acrobatic save that time. And even though saves will go and look nicely in the stat sheet, you'd much rather the shot keep going high and not possess any threat at all. Macklin takes a break from Lynn. Comes on. Actually, I believe. Apologize. It was Lynn Crone who just missed that shot on target. Got a little ahead of the substitution there. There's a goal kick there from Hessel up to the midfield. For Cod, a good pass forward, but no Spartan right there. Jalissa Richardson enters the game for the Spartans. This one falls all the way back to McCarthy. Schrader, good pass to Richardson. And Richardson, good job to keep with the ball, but pressured off it by Lynn, and Spartans get a free kick. A little bit rough on that play from Lynn, including the initial tackle on Richardson, so Spartans once again get a chance. I have a feeling that Sophie Schrader, she's going to hope the ball lands at her feet in a good spot because she would love to cap off an early first half hat trick. Got the opening 2 goals and would love to try to put this game potentially out of reach. This one played through now to Arlo. Played through, headed away, but Richardson now finds it in the box. And Lynn eventually wins it back. They can't completely get it safe. Goes out for a Spartan throw-in. I'm going to say it actually deflected off a Spartan. I was certain it was off a Fighting Knight. But, hey, that's why I'm a commentator. I don't have the perfect view. Throw-in here for Lynn. It's going to go up to the midfield, and now the Spartans get a throw-in. 6 shots, 2 on goal for the Spartans. I think they're also counting that penalty shot as one of them on goal. Now, this one played inside, and just wide, Schrader a couple feet away from a hat trick. Unlucky, and another great play by the Spartans. And here's a goal kick for Lynn. And I think Custer is going to have her teammate take it. Potential could have been a leg injury on the earlier collision. This one played up to Dela for Cod. Now up to Hostage. Now wide to Desautels. This one's a throw-in. Here's Desautels. And you got quite a few Spartans in the box. 1 or 2 are going to have to get closer. This one played out to Colm. And that one would have been a home run, but unfortunately, it's soccer. Goal kick for Lynn. This one falls back to Jansen, but the Tampa Spartans, a good press, helps them win the ball back. And here is Hostage. And even though Hostage is arguably the best attacker for the Spartans, she can also do a great job pressing and putting pressure on the back line for Lynn to force turnovers and bad passes. An all-around complete forward and an invaluable member of the Spartans that will surely be missed next year. Even though we've got great players, you always love to have a player of Hostage's quality. Throw in for Desautels. Finds Hostage. Good move by Hostage to get by her defender. This time it's intercepted and cleared away. Number 8, Pullins, wasn't able to get on top of it, so it's going to be another throw-in for the Spartans. And oof, could have been a potential handball. Spartans keep the pressure up. Schrader just takes one too many steps, I meant, and misses it. But now here's a big through ball over to Lynn on the break. A really dangerous position. Great job to come back and clear it. Spartans defense on top, and that is going to be a corner kick for Lynn. A little hard to tell on the right back position. I think it might have been either Sorotsky or Carl, or even Armis, just making an incredible defensive play to deny an opportunity for Sanko. Brandon Davis, my friend, who helps me out with volleyball and occasionally also helps do the soccer, will be a little bit disappointed to know that our Yankees are currently trailing 5-0 in the ALCS. And obviously, Spartan soccer is more important, and we are now only leading by 1 off an incredible goal. Good attempt to try to clear it off the goal line, but not enough. Lynn finds one here with 15 minutes exactly in the first half. We'll get a word on who was able to take that goal off the corner. But Lynn staying alive with a great goal right there. So even though it was a great defensive play earlier, Lynn did find the goal on a great attack. Lynn is also playing for their season. There's a quick ball up to Dilla for Cod.
Nice goal scored by number 9, Amanda Jensen.
And good interception here from Lynn.
Assist to number 17.
Jensen on the goal for Lynn. That is her 3rd of the season. Goal, I believe, was assisted, although that hasn't been inputted yet in the stats. So we'll wait when it is. Just a little too hard to tell who made the assist from our view up here. That's going to be a throw-in, just went out of play, and Lynn will regain possession. Jansen has been another great player alongside Sanko, helping create a lot of attacks and chances for Lynn. It leads the team with 4 assists, and now has her 3rd goal with that effort just a moment ago. Carl sends us out wide to Armis. Armis finds Richardson. Good effort from Richardson, but it falls back to Lynn's defensive line. Good attempt to find her teammate there by Sanko, but just not able to do it. And now it's played over to Desantells, who finds De La Fourcade. Here's Hostage. Hostage trying to use some pace, and will draw the throw-in. It is Spartan ball. Ray Skidry, I think, a good job closing down there. It's a tough task to guard one of the stronger attackers in the Sunshine State Conference, and Goodry's done well so far. Now into the box. Schrader, right in front of goal, falls to Richardson. And it's going to fall back to Custer. He's going to now keep it going quickly with a rollout. A couple numbers getting up the field for Lynn. They might have a numerical advantage, although that time to pass will make that advantage worthless, although there is a bit of a shove there. And that is a free kick for the Fighting Knights. We've just got a little under 13 to go in the first half. Any free kick opportunity can be dangerous, and they're hoping they have a little dangerous kick right here. Chance to potentially equalize. It's going to be up to the Spartans to defend it. Hustle's been solid in goal so far. They need to stay solid. All the way far post. Sanko keeps it in. No one is there far post, and it's going to be a Lynn throw-in off a smart clearance. And I'm definitely one of the people who thinks that if a defender just doesn't know what to do with it, was feeling a little worried. It's always best just to kick it out, because at the very least, you can now regroup and get ready for another defensive possession. I used to play soccer in middle school, and I was doing that often in defense. Unfortunately, I didn't actively follow soccer like the Premier League and other major world leagues until my soccer days were done. I wish I could have taken that knowledge into the game. I think it would have made me a bit better of a player. So now, throw in here for Lynn. Good headed away by Carlo. And here's another throw in for the Fighting Knights. This one's going to be cleared away. Throw in for the Fighting Knights at the halfway line. Question is now, is Sanko onside? I think so, although she has to win it back from Desautel. This one's going to be sent all the way up. Does it stay in play? Yes, it does. Now a chance for Gill as she sends it over to Pullins. That's a through ball that just is going to go out for a Spartan throw-in. 8 shots now for the Spartans with 2 on target. 4 shots for Lynn, 1 on target. All shots that have been on target have found the back of the net. Another throw-in as that one deflects off Pullins. Pullins, of course, the junior from Toronto, Canada, previously at SMU. Schrader heads it through but can't find a teammate, and it falls back to Lynn. Throw in Spartans. Addison Crone was on the assist on the previous goal. That's her 3rd assist of the season. The midfield doing a good job of holding on to possession for Lynn, but Tampa's defense, a good response. And now they're going to reset it. Here's Richardson. Swapping to the middle of the field as Schrader's out wide. This one's going to go out for a Spartan throw-in. Here's another substitution. Hostage will take a quick breather.
Tampa substitution, number 28, Emily Floyd, replacing number 10, Catherine Hostage.
Emily Floyd enters the game. The freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, will now be the striker, filling in the number 9 role. This one cleared away. Oops. So Della Furcade will actually fill in the strike role. Our number 9 playing as a number 9. Floyd will likely be helping on the wing, or maybe in the center of the park should Schrader go out wide. We'll have to see how Coach Aaron is going to switch up the attacking group. Good pickup there, a little lob shot. Didn't have an incredible amount of power, but was well aimed and forced the save from Harbich Custer. Lynn sends this through, and it will be picked up. That goal by the Spartans. Hessel gets on top of it. Cleared up to the midfield. This one falls back to McCarthy. Richardson just can't find the pass, but the Spartans regain possession. And let's see if the Spartans can keep this attack going. 7 minutes left in the first half. They'd like to score one before the break and keep a good bit of momentum for the final 45. Ooh. And that is what is called putting your body on the line for the team. Good job to block the shot. I think it'll be a free kick here for Lynn as play is stopped. I really hope the player is okay. That was either Saga John Toft or Isabel Nystrom on that. That shot had a lot of power on it, so we hope she's okay. Player will resume with a Lynn free kick. Actually, the Spartans will be at least taking the free kick, or however this possession goes, Lynn will just regain possession at the end and get a chance to reset play. So it was Saga John Toft, and hopefully she is okay and can return to the game later. That is always a risk sometimes, to get in front of a shot. A shot can go like that. Bridget Riley enters the game to play defense. Second substitution for Lynn in the first half. And it's a throw-in for the Fighting Knights. This one's sent all the way up. But Hessel gets on top of it, and that is going to be a goal kick. Bring it back up now. Big tackle in the midfield. Now the Spartans get an opportunity. That pass just misses. And now Lynn regains it. Played through, misses everyone, falling all the way back to Armas. And Spartans can't keep it alive. That's a throw-in for the Fighting Knights. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Spartans holding the midfield, and they're looking to get the numbers up top for an attack. Question is, can they? This goes out, and it's going to be a throw-in. Spartans. Day has turned the night here at Pevin Stadium. The lights on around the field. All the way back. Hessel instead calls for it. We'll pick it up. Hessel finds Desautel's out wide. Good tackle there to dispossess Desautel's. Lynn brings it into the box. Well, once again, it will fall back to Hessel. He can hold on to it until the pressure arrives. Here's another chance for Tampa to reset the play. play there by Tampa. They've lost possession, but they're now going to have to force Lynn to defend in a slightly dangerous area. And they have numbers up the field. The one Spartan is down for now, as this goes out for a Spartan throw-in. Good news is, looks like Emily Floyd is back up. But she has a limp. I think she'll have to go off with an injury. Hopefully, nothing too serious.
Tampa substitution entering number 11, Sydney Dennis, replacing number 25, Hannah Kirkpatrick.
So it's actually Hannah Kirkpatrick with the injury. A little hard to tell the 8 and 5 from the distance. But hopefully, Kirkpatrick will be okay. Sydney Dennis, the sophomore from Lithia, Florida. Now have a chance. Try to help the Spartans find a third goal with a little under 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And a great job to track back and get the ball there by Dennis. A little too much pressure from Lynn that time, but Tampa has a chance to regroup here. So play through and can't find its target. Previous target on that play was number 16, Francesca Brito. This one now played out wide for Emily Floyd. Floyd, a good move. It's barely able to get by. Lynn's right back as this falls once again to Hessel. To win it here with 60 seconds to go in the first half. Lynn's attack will go down quickly as the Spartans are able to defend outside the box. Here's a potential chance as Del Afacad sends this out wide to Richardson. Good interception by Lynn, but far from cleared away. Now 45 seconds to go in the first half. One more shot, I'd say, for either team to get into the break. McCarthy pressing up to the midfield. Potential 3-on-3. Lynn sending a couple more attackers up. Desautel's applying pressure. Brito holding on. And Desautel's draws the foul. Surely this will end the first half of play, as there will just be enough time to get a one kickoff. And the way they're just going to be going over, they won't even do it. It's 2-1. The Spartans will lead entering the break. Sophie Schrader, an incredible night, a world-class long shot, and a cool, calm, and collected penalty to give the Spartans a 2-goal lead. Lynn did pull one back after a Crone assist led to Jansen's finding the back of the net in a great play. As the 10th goal line clearance, but wasn't enough. I'm Taylor Storworthy, and we'll be right back after the break. We'll see you in 15 minutes for more Spartan Soccer. we are back at Pepin Stadium, ready for the second half of action between your Tampa Spartans and the visiting Lynn Fighting Knights. Lynn will get the kickoff. They're just about ready to go. If you missed the first half, you missed a lot of action. Spartans entered the second half with 9 shots, 2 on target, 2 in the back of the net. 4 shots for Lynn. The lone one on target down the back of the net. Schrader was able to get a brace early on, scoring 2 quick goals. And finally, Lynn was able to get one on the board late to make it a 2-1 game. They bring it up with a corner, and this one's going to be brought to the box. Now outside the box, still a chance. Valerie Crafton now whips this in, but it's going to be headed away by the Spartan back line. Saga John Troft. This one's going to be sent all the way through. This one shot from deep and just going to sail over the net. Goal kick. Spartans, a great start to their final home game of the season. And we'd absolutely love a best case scenario where we fight to 4th in the Sunshine State Conference rankings and host round 1 of the Sunshine State Conference playoff. But that's going to take 3 straight wins and a couple extra losses. I can quickly check around the Sunshine State Conference to see if those losses would be happening. But we do have 1 of 3 wins potentially here. It's going to be up to the Spartans to hold on here against Lynn, but Lynn is still fighting. Their playoff hopes are also on the line. This one's cleared away, and it's a corner kick for the Spartans. Actually, it was a throw-in. It just missed the corner, and Lynn is going to be able to clear this away. Sent into the box. Shot on goal. Good defense there. There's a scramble and hostage puts the Spartans up by 2. But the flag has gone up just in the blind spot of the camera. Oh, disappointing there for hostage. It's a goal kick. Well, it's a goal kick position, but technically a free kick for Lynn. How good would that have been? A goal that would have put the Spartans up 3-1. Hostage just a few steps early. Tampa holds it in the midfield as they look to regain possession. This one's now played out wide. And by the way, as this one goes out and the Spartans get a corner kick, St. Leo leads by 1 against Florida Tech. Florida Tech being the 4th place team in the Sunshine State Conference. And now the Spartans ready for the corner. This one headed away from the back post, sent to the middle of the box, and Tampa actually will keep alive with this possession, even though they couldn't score from the get-go on the corner. Here's Hostage. This one sent all the way back post, and the header just goes a little high. It's always hard to aim a header. You got to hit it at the right spot, and it just goes over the net. Goal kick for Lynn. By the way, Florida Southern is also beating Barry 2-1. Those 2 results stay. That would be great for Tampa in the Sunshine State Conference standings. Tampa would be at 11 points and 5th in the table. Barry at 10, Lynn at 9, and Florida Tech would still be at 15. Florida Southern is, of course, the current leader of the Sunshine State Conference with 19 points. Tampa will have a chance to control their destiny against Florida Tech and also be on the road against Decker. We mentioned those were the final 2 games of the season for the Spartans, ending it with conference play. For conference conference playoff push. Great pressure in the midfield with the interception. This one sent out wide to McAlone. Just a few steps in front, though. And that is going to be a throw-in for the Lynn Fighting Knights. I'll say even though Lynn gets possession back, they have to deal with hostage and an aggressive Spartans gegenpress. And the Spartans now get a throw-in, and this is an extremely dangerous position. You can see Lynn has two attackers up because they're going to want to hit the counterattack to find that equalizing goal. That's going to be a corner kick off the Lynn defender, and the Spartans get another chance. Spartans have been trailing on corner kicks entering the second half, but now it's even at 4 apiece. Spartans also have, of course, the 6 more shots, same number on target. A lot of Spartans will be running in from the edge of the box, it looks like. This one heads far post. Headed on goal and picked up there. Good read. The Harbich Custer sends it out quickly for Lynn. Desautel's intercepts. Desautel's had a quick breather at the start of the game. And this one actually would be playable in the box. Just steps a little bit in front of hostage. It's going to be a goal kick. Could have been a very dangerous chance again for the Spartans. We're certainly going to want to capitalize with a good start here in the second half. This one intercepted in the middle of the field. Played up. Good interception, but not fully secured. Lynn once again, now it's going to be out for a throw-in. This one sent all the way up. And hostage, this one not headed cleanly away. Could have a chance in the box. He holds onto it. And just near post, a good save there. Very tight angle. I think Lynn was hoping for a foul on hostage, but it was a clean play. Play resets, and now Lynn get a chance. Tuesday, 25th, volleyball and men's soccer will be live here on Tampa Spartans TV. Florida Tech will face off against our men's team. Meanwhile, volleyball will face Florida Southern. You won't want to miss it. Women's soccer will be on the road, as we mentioned, so you can catch all the games live. Another good idea with a long shot. They scored from it earlier, but this time it's kept calmly and coolly by Harbich Custer. Goal kick, intercepted, and not able to make a lot of good kicks right there, and surely a card on an egregious foul. That was a potential goal opportunity, and I would be very disappointed if the referee didn't at least show the yellow card. I'd even argue that's a red cardable offense, because Catherine Hostage was on the back line. And listen, I'm the Tampa commentator. I might have a mild bias towards the Spartans, but on the back line, that's probably a red card. I'm all for a little bit more lenient play to allow some more physical contact, but you gotta stop an intentional tackle like that. You gotta give a card, but the Spartans do get a free kick. Hopefully, ball doesn't lie, and Hostage can whip it home. Good save. Harbich Custer, great shot, but not Harbich Custer on the shot. It was Hostage on the shot. Harbich Custer, a great diving save. Corner kick for the Spartans. They can still convert on this opportunity right here. Here's Lynn. Great job going all the way up. Good interception to bring it back to the midfield. That's a great read by McAlone. Seeing the slow pass and deciding, hey, I can go in and intercept it. And now the Spartans will push Lynn a little further back. They still have the throw-in, but that's good news for the Spartans. .35 minutes to go in the second half, and play just goes out of bounds again. Throw-in for Lynn. This one cleared away. Sent to the middle of the field. McAlone, a good play. I think Lynn was appealing for handball, but that was clean. This one sent inside to Hostage. Hostage has some room. Out to McAlone. Corner kick, Spartans. Good defense by Lynn to force the corner on what was an incredible attacking chance. Spartans now have 16 shots in the game with 6 on goal. This one at the far post, headed away, and Lynn will regain possession. Lynn can be a little dangerous on the break. Tampa's got to be ready. And good defense by the Spartans to slow it down. Here's Crone. Shot, parried behind by Hessel. Couldn't get a catch on it, but does the job to force another corner kick. This one's whipped in. Headed back post. Saved on the line and skied over the net. That was a high-intensity corner kick. Potential open shot. Deflected and saved away. And then falls right in front of the net. And the shot is missed for Lynn. That's the type of shot that their fans will have their heads in their hands. Just thinking, oh, how close that was. Maybe a little deep breath for the Spartans, as that, I think, was way too close for comfort. 32-13 to go here in the second half. See a good Lynn contingent alongside a great Tampa contingent of fans tonight. And, of course, all students, we'd love to have you out at our games and cheering the Spartans off. These are the important ones, postseason implications on the line. And even though our women's volleyball team is pretty much a postseason lock and potentially en route to another Sunshine State Conference title, we'd still love your support if we host our region in the NCAA tournament. Come out and see the Spartans in some of the highest leverage games of the year. And it was smart play by Lynn, as they actually kept that alive for a minute. Throw in now for the Spartans. So at the corner, Lynn hold on to it, and smart play, and I think that forces a corner kick for at least a good throw-in. And I think it's going to be the latter, as it just didn't go out behind the corner flag, it went out in front. Spartans, dangerous throw-in. Already see 3 people in the box. This is the type of throw-in you just want to send long. Now whipped into the box. Dangerous play as Hostage presses up to make the interception. And now it's Hostage heading it back post. Picked up before it goes out of play. And that would have actually gone out for a goal kick. But good job to get in front in case it was challenging the back of the net. Things getting a little windier up here, but not sure how much that'll affect the field, if at all. Good solo run for a while by the Fighting Knights. I believe out on the wing there, it was Francesca Brito play. That one hits hard off McAlone, but McAlone back in play, bringing it down the wing. And that time it's a corner kick as it goes off of Hotsis. Spartans another chance to try to extend the lead and give a little breathing room. One sub is all ready to go for Lynn. They'll have to wait until they get possession back to make it happen. Go Tampa! This place will get loud if we score again. And that is surely what I'm hoping for. That's also what everyone on the field in a pink jersey is hoping for. Out to the top of the box. Played back. Now whipped into the box, and that's just going to go out for a goal kick. Good idea. The execution also solid, but just no one was there in time. Now the substitution being made. Crone is going to take a breather.
Substitution number 19. Using Rain and Net.
Armas comes back in.
Lynn substitution number 14, Jessica.
As well.
Replacing number 17, Addison.
Submitted here from the stats. The play continues with Lynn, now on the attack. A great solo run there by Pullins. This one intercepted by the Spartans. They offer Cod, holding it in the center, finds Hostage out wide. Hostage sends this into the box, and they're going to give it as a corner kick. That one went off a Lynn defender, and Lynn, their defender's not happy, saying that it went off of Hostage and not them. And now Tampa will get a dangerous corner kick opportunity. 27 minutes to go.
Replacing number 32, Sophie Schrader.
Schrader will exit the game for now. Her chances at a hat trick won't be able to be seen unless she comes back on within the final few minutes. But Floyd will have a chance to try to get a goal here. Wonder if she can do it on a corner kick. Here it is. Played inside. Good job there by Margaret Custer to get back on top of it. Spartans. They've regained possession. They've got it up and on the attack. This stage of the game, apart from just controlling possession, they also would like that third goal, but mainly they need to just hold on to the lead, and that's a goal kick. Now in the midfield after the goal kick. Spartans right back on top of it. This one goes out to Armas. Armas, good turn. Cleared away. throw-in for Lynn going the other direction. Spartans, dangerous chance to get in the box. Lynn, good recovery. This one's going to go out, and it's a throw-in for the Spartans. Another throw-in for the Spartans. They hold on to possession. Out by the corner, and foul. It will be a free kick. A little too aggressive there that time. By the way, disappointing news. Our men's soccer team has lost on the road to Lynn. Lynn won 3-2 in an entertaining game. That's a tough blow for the Spartans' playoff hopes, as the men's soccer team is going to want to try to do the same, get back to the postseason. They had a great year last year. A round one exit in a thriller against Auburn Montgomery. Both teams have something to prove. So far, we're still fighting. Here's the throw-in now, once again for the Spartans, as they still take on Lynn here. 2-1, headed away, and that's a goal kick. Barry and Lynn each have 2 games left of their regular season. Puts Tampa in a great spot for 3 games. They've got more points in hand for opportunities to try to get to the postseason. They would have 11 with 2 games to go. Another win would more than likely secure them a spot in the postseason. And a win against Florida Tech, should they then struggle in the 2 of their last 3 games, could even get them a potential home game. Now Lynn have it at the edge of the box. Shot on goal, tipped away by Hessel, but they find it on the rebound. Lynn has tied it. Great play from Hessel, and Lynn Weber lurking in the shadows. Strike to make it 2-2. That's not good news for the Spartans. And the second time tonight, a Spartan team has blown a 2-0 lead. I know Sotalski is going to be hoping that this side can do the same as Cadenax and make it 3. Here's the 5th set of her own with 22 minutes to go. Spartans resume play off the kickoff. And I'll say Spartans have looked like the better team overall, so I would not be surprised if they can find a 3rd goal. Play through to hostage. Play through. Tries to find Macklone. Good interception by Lynn, but Spartans still putting on the pressure. Good move by De La Fourcade. Try to press down. And Lynn just holding on to it. At this stage on the road, Lynn probably would be satisfied with a draw right here.
Nice goal scored by number 14, Jessica.
It would stay 6. The tie is potentially move up, and there's a foul they're going to call on the Spartans. It was Jessica Lynn Newton who scored the goal for Lynn. And that's her first of the season. Congratulations. Unlucky for Hessel, who had made an incredible save beforehand, but the rebound just got in the way. Tampa regains possession in the back line, 21:30 to go here in the second half. We're at Pepin Stadium. Exciting Sunshine State Conference soccer under the lights. And great work to just hold on to it. Great play to keep it. This one's going to fall back to the Spartans midfield. And Lynn still have numbers on the attack. They're focusing on those counters, and they have found some success from them. Floyd did come off earlier with an injury, but the good news is, we'd heard earlier, she's back in the game, I believe. Lynn hold on to possession here. Good interception, and now maybe Tampa could go on the counter. No, good work to come back and play some defense by Lynn. And this will now be a goal kick for Hessel. Here comes another substitution. Looks like Hostage is going to be taking a quick break. We'll see how that front line shifts around.
Substitution number 17, Jackie Morris. Number 10, Gavin Hostage.
Morris enters the game. Hostage will likely come on, I'd argue, with maybe 5-10 minutes to go, potentially. If the Tampa Spartans still need a goal. And this one goes out of play for a Lynn throw. Now expect to see some more Tampa subs as they look to try to get a few more energized players onto the field, ready to try to convert some chances. Thinking about this 2-2 game, that one offsides goal would have made a huge difference at this point for the Spartans. Just a shame, a few steps too early. Now played up again. This one's going to go all the way back to Grace Guidry. And that one's going to go out. And that is a goal kick. Just stayed in front of the corner flag. And here's Tampa's substitution.
Tampa substitution number 11, Sydney Denton. This is replacing number 15, Brooks Steigerwald.
Sydney Dennis re-enters the game to replace Brooks Steigerwald. And now here's the goal kick. It's going to be played out short to Guidry. To the midfield, gets by Desautel, and out for a Spartan throw-in. Jackie Morris has 1 assist on the season. She'd love to get another goal contribution to try to help the Spartans take all 3 tonight. Tampa wins it back. Kept in play. Here are the Spartans now. Sent out wide to McAlone. Back on the edge of the box. Good defense, but the Spartans still hold on. This one's whipped into the box, and it'll be a Spartan corner off the header. And another potentially important chance for Tampa as they look to get back in the lead. A draw here would give the Spartans a point and put them 1 behind Barry. But they don't want to be 1 behind Barry. They want to be 1 in front at this stage of the season. And they would love to get the jump of 2 points on Lynn to get into the playoff spot of 6th, especially with 2 games on the road coming up. Now this one far post, headed and kept alive by Lynn, and this one now goes out. Good job there by Harvich Custer. Hold on to it. Custer's had 5 saves in the game. Had that injury earlier on the penalty. But she's been able to play through it. As my colleague Brandon Davis would say, great mental fortitude to keep going. This is an important game for both teams. A real playoff 6-pointer. scores still the same, 2-1 at Florida Tech and Barry, with both teams on the losing end of this stage. Now Florida Tech is pretty much a playoff lock at this stage. They just need, I think, one more point, and they will be pretty much fully confirmed for playoffs. We were already mentioning a few of the scenarios where Tampa or another team could even slide into P4 and get playoff home field advantage. Now, 3 players up for Lynn. This one sent into the box and cleared. Not out of the box, though. Desautelis, great play. And now Tampa could get on the counterattack. Here's Lynn's back line. It's going to fall back over to Carlholm, I believe. Looks like she's pressing up more as a midfielder. Back row, lead through. Good save again by Harvick's Custer, getting down to get in front. Wasn't the perfect touch from McAlone that she wanted, but a great run nonetheless and a great play. The Spartans just need goal number 3. And here's the thing, all 3 games tonight have ended with a 3-2 score between Lynn and Tampa. Volleyball, Tampa wins 3-2 in the 5th set. Men's soccer, Lynn wins 3-2. And currently, we're still at a 2-2 draw with 14 minutes to go. Here's another substitution. Floyd will take a breather, probably for the rest of the game. Hostage was able to stretch out, get a little rest. Now she's back in the game to spearhead the front line. 14 minutes to go here in Tampa. We'll keep you updated on a few of the other games too, as the postseason hunt heats up. Played through and intercepted. Now Tampa on the charge. This was deflected. Good work with defense by Lynn. And Lynn is holding on at this stage. That's all they need to do. They had that luxury with the equalizer. Brexit ball, perhaps. Now played out wide. Good interception by the Spartans. Here they go once again on the break. This one's going to go out and throw it. Now this one played through from the Spartans. This one sent out wide. Played inside by Dennis, and now one back by Lynn. Good interception there by Armas. Now threw over to Dennis. Can Dennis get to it? No, just out, but a throw in. And actually, that was, I believe, McAlone, not Dennis. But I think Tampa, you really have to just keep pressing, send everyone up here. Don't give Lynn any room to breathe. This one now whipped into the box for Hostage. Hostage trying to hold on to it. Good defense from Lynn to force the throw. Spartans retain possession. We don't have long to go. Here's 2 substitutions ready to come on for both teams. One for the Spartans, one for Lynn.
Tampa substitution entering number 32, Sophie Schrader.
Schrader re-enters the game. And now here's the throw-in. Carlholm, I believe, exits the game. So Tampa going more attacking. They have to here. This one whipped into the box. Picked up by Harvick's Custer. Now Lynn on the attack. Here's a through ball. It's going to be picked up by Hessel. Carlholm was playing a bit more aggressively, more as a defensive midfielder. Solid night for her overall. But Tampa needs all the attack they can get, and they would love it if Schrader could complete the Hattie. Now, it's not hockey. You wouldn't see hats being thrown onto the grass. But I think that's a tradition that would be fun if they started to do. Good press by Hostage, wins it in a dangerous spot, and really even better intelligence to let it go out for a corner kick. Now, you won't see Hessel go all the way up for it in this tied game, but if they were losing, they certainly would. De La Fourcade, she's been a designated corner kick taker for the Spartans. What can she do here? This one's just going to go out off a Lynn flare. Tampa keeps it alive. They got to throw it. 10:30 to go. I have to say, Tampa can find a winner here. This place would be up for grabs. It would go wild. It would be a huge boost to the Spartans' playoff aspirations. Lynn would get a boost. Should they hold on? This one's clear away. Spartans having the game in hand will always help. They want to use this game in hand to their advantage. The 6-pointer is another crucial playoff tie. This all tells great press, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans. And this one's going to go out. Goal kick for Lynn. All games across the Sunshine State Conference tonight going down to the wire. Potential late-minute heroics. Both teams here. Not sure how many more subs will be made. Do anticipate if the Spartans score that you'd see Carl re-enter the game. Played down, and the Spartans regain possession. Smart clearance there, throw-in, Lynn. "19 shots in total for the Spartans with 7 on goal. 8 shots in total for Lynn, 3 on goal. Both teams have found 2 in the back of the net. The Spartans had a third. It was just called offside by a few steps for Catherine Hostage. And I know Hostage would love to get revenge for that. Here she is on the left wing. Hostage gets inside. There's a good body right there. And Lynn is going to send it up to the middle of the field, and that's a throw-in for the Spartans. Good physical defense. Out of bounds, throw in Lynn. Potentially a really dangerous chance for the Fighting Knights as they whip it into the box. It's going to go out, and rough challenge. Will the Spartans get the throwing? No, it's going to be a Lynn throwing on the play. 7:30 to go here in the game. No extra time as it's the regular season. Ties will lead to that single point. Cleared out, throw-in for Lynn once again. They've held possession the last minute or two, and to hold on to this draw, they certainly would like to hold it on a little longer. Here comes the substitution for the Spartans. Clock is stopped with 7:02 to play. Crowd hoping the Spartans can get the 1 goal they need for the 3 points. The Lynn fans here hoping the same.
Tampa substitution entering number 15 for Steigerwald, replacing number 9 Steph De La Fourcade.
De La Fourcade, a solid game. She'll take a breather as Steigerwald re-enters. to McAlone. And the Spartans maybe have a chance on a break. This one goes all the way up to Hostage. Incredible ball control. And that is another foul. And again, a free kick. What card is that? It is a yellow, the first yellow of the game. This late, you do take those chances. And hey, by the way, if you're a fan of scoring, you might want to see the Tampa Bay Rowdies. They lead 2-1 with 3 goals from both teams in the span of 9 minutes. And you know, we've got 6 minutes left. We've got more than enough time for a couple goals. Can the Spartans kick off something right here? Free kick, dangerous chance. And you can see all the Lynn players in defense. They're no longer keeping someone up for a counterattack. They try to play it out wide. It's just a miss kick. That's going to be a goal kick for the Fighting Knights. And I'd say very disappointing. Great idea, but just misplayed it. And it can be very hard to do so, especially in a high-pressure situation like this. This is really a must-win game for the Spartans. A win here would pretty much lock their ticket into the postseason. It would put Lynn in the back foot. A draw means that Tampa just needs to do better over the course of 2 games. Lynn could potentially almost have a win-and-in type of situation. A lot of stress for both sides. Florida Southern has defeated Barry 2-1. So that'll be good news right here. The table as it currently stands, Barry, Lynn, and Tampa would all be within 1 point, fighting for 5th through 6th. But Tampa would love to go up by 1 over Barry. And Lynn get a throw-in off the Tampa deflection. Kept in play. Now brought back to the middle of the field. McAlone sees a through ball out wide, and it's going to fall to a Lynn defender. McAlone, the pressure, and it is going to be a goal kick. McAlone, I think, did a little too much trying to save it that time. Still great effort from her. Her speed and explosiveness have been useful all night long. 5 minutes to go now. Goal kick for the Spartans. Florida Tech and St. Leo still 2-1 game with the Lions leading. St. Leo's also a team an outside shot in the playoffs. They will get to 10 points with a win right here. And also potentially join this whole squabble. So absolute seeds for playoff positions right here. Out of play, throw in for the Spartans. So Tampa would actually lose a position in the standings with a draw here, and St. Leo win. But your cap would still stay the same as just 1 point to the playoffs. And man, this is an absolutely crazy finish to the season. My only regret is that we only get one more home game. You'll have to tune into the away broadcasts as all the final few games go down for each of these teams. Now this one played all the way up to Hostage. Good tackle by Lynn. That's a Spartan throw-in. Clean play. And Spartans just desperately, they'll be looking for a winner.
Substitution order to Ryan stepped to level ground. Replacing number 11, Sydney Dennis.
Dennis comes out. De La Furcade back in. So De La Furcade literally just had time to get some water. Take a few deep breaths. Get ready for a final few minutes of fury, you can call it. 3:30 to go. Still tied at 2. Schrader finds McAlone. They got a chance in the box, and McAlone just gets too much of it. Goes straight out of play. Goal kick here, and another substitution. Number 16 is Gina Crone from Lynn. That'll probably be Addison Crone's day. She has the team's lone assist. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's the goal kick from one of the defenders. Now it's the middle of the field. This one intercepted by the Spartans. McAlone waits and sends this one through. This one kept in play, but Custer gets in front of it. They'll be able to reset possession. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We've got 2 minutes to go here. The most tense 2 minutes of the night for either team. Surely, we're in a next goal wins type of game. Lynn in the midfield. And they do have a chance. And again, Lynn, they've been on the back foot the final few minutes. Here's a big through ball. And now something dangerous in the box. They could just opt to hold possession. And this one's going to be sent all the way over. A draw would benefit Lynn and still keep them in the playoffs as this one goes out for a throw-in. There will be a three-way tie for fifth between St. Leo, Barry, and Lynn at 10 points. Tampa would be just a little behind with a game in hand at 9. Hessel picks it up. 1:16 and 15 to go here. That could have been the last attempt for Lynn. This could be the last attempt for the Spartans. Headed over.
1 minute remaining in the match. 1 minute.
Headed up. And one back in the midfield by the Spartans. And there it is, a throw-in and goal kick, I think, for Lynn. And with 30 seconds, they will stop the clock. And Spartans, they're going to rule possession for them. And with 31 seconds to go, this will be the final chance for the Spartans tonight. Here's a long throw into the box, headed away. There's a foul in the box, and Lynn get the free kick. And I don't think they're going to want to send it up. With 15 seconds to go, Lynn has done brilliantly. This one to the midfield. And Lynn holds on to fight for a draw. Sean Deitch would be proud with the defense. But I know the Spartans are disappointed with the offense. This time we don't get a win. It's 2-2. Tampa and Lynn both will get a point. And all that is left is to see whether Florida Tech will equalize. On a tight game here, I'll just quickly compensate the rest of that. As we are full time here at Epic Stadium. 2-2, 2 goals for Schrader, and then goal, chance, and tie. Great game today for the Spartans. A great game overall. But I definitely recommend you check on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network the final minutes of St. Leo and Florida Tech. A very controversial free kick with a little less of this athlete swordsmanship. Overall, it was a very, I'd say, respectful game between these two sides, both fighting hard for playoffs. At the end of the day, both can be satisfied with a point, but that just makes the Spartans' job a little harder in their final 2 games of their regular season. We'll catch you next time on Spartans Soccer. It'll be men's soccer, as this is the final home game of the year for men's soccer. I'm Taylor Shorty, and thank you so much for tuning in throughout the season. As we're still waiting for players to receive feel free to stay tuned. If you want to hear the full breakdown in the middle of the table, in just the next 60 seconds. But again, if you're just joining us, you're a little bit late, unfortunately. 2-2, Spartans fighting night, ending an exciting night of Sunshine State Conference play. final update, St. Leo holds on. So unfortunately, the Tampa Spartans fall to 8th in the conference standings, but they only need 1 point to get level for 5th. Stay tuned for the final 2 games on the Sunshine State Conference Network, and we will see you next week. I'm Noah Short, signing off. Thank you for tuning in.